Shano Kelly is a jewelry artist living in Boulder, Colorado. Shano has a design studio in Colorado and Florida. He shows throughout the country in galleries and art festivals, as well as private benefit showings. He has been handcrafting beautiful jewelry for over 35 years. Becoming a jeweler has been a life experience which found him. Shano began by exploring and digging for rocks in Arizona's desert. Cutting and polishing stones quickly became a fun and easy hobby for him.
Back in 1973, I was living in Tucson, and I ran into a couple guys I started hanging out with that knew how to cut and polish stones. They would go out in the desert, and they taught me how to go out and start digging. So I learned to cut and polish stone, and then a guy by the name of Neil Abala, he sat down with me and he taught me how to make my first ring back in 1975. And that was the only lessons I ever had in my life. And I hitchhiked from Tucson up to San Francisco with my torch and tank and my tools, and I got my street artist license together and started selling in San Francisco.
Shano's jewelry making is not just a process, but an incredible journey. He begins by exploring all over the world for unique stones and unusual found objects. His most recent collections have been ancient artwork, plates, and pottery. Once he finds these one-of-a-kind pieces, he cuts, polishes, and handcrafts the pieces into jewelry.
My jewelry is hand fabricated. I start out working with sheet and wire. So everything that I make comes in forms of sheet and forms of wire. And I do all this with torch and hand tools. And then the porcelains are cut with a diamond blade saw. This gives you an idea of my process. I just made a trip to Beijing and a month over in Tibet. And this gentleman on the back road of Beijing, I picked up this old Chinese vase, and here's a couple pieces that I was able to cut out of this vase. And that's my process there. This old Egyptian dish, and the cheetah on the front of the dish. And this is what I'm able to cut out of that. Work it up in sterling with 22 karat gold. These are old Hungarian enamels, and then I work up the backs of my pieces as well. And here's where my friend Tom Finneran is a master stone cutter, and I've got him helping me cut the porcelains. This is the breastplate from the pharaohs. And then here's the pharaoh. I love it! Oh my god.
Shano handcrafts earrings, rings, bracelets, pendants, and more.
Yeah. You know, after 36 years, it's just, truly, it's just finding a way to kind of keep the joy in it. So this little breakthrough with the porcelains has really, really allowed me to have a whole different palette to play with. Gemstones for years, for 36 years I played with the gemstones, and to discover this porcelain is just, it's like my way of being a painter. Yeah.
Shano is very grateful for his loyal following who continue to purchase his creations and support his work and ideas.
One of the nicest compliments I've gotten over the years, somebody says, Shano, I get your joy because I feel like I'm getting a part of you. And that hits home. That's nice. Just the magic of having so many of the same ladies and people come back. And it's just a history. Sometimes third generation. That's felt very rich. Keep that going.
Browse Shano's website, shanojewelry.com, to view and purchase his jewelry, see his art show schedule, and find out more interesting information about this incredible artist.
I used to think, I'm not really a jeweler. This has nothing to do about jewelry. I use jewelry as a medium to connect with people.
Yeah.
And everybody has a story and everybody wants a story. And this has been an opportunity for me to connect with people in a unique way. And some of the comments I get from people are, they feel like they're getting a part of me, they love wearing my work, or they come back with these transformative stories that my piece has been instrumental in them taking the next step. Whew. That's awesome to me. So, yeah, I'm not a jeweler. I'm just I love expressing myself with this medium and creating joy. I love this place.